Hello and welcome to this video. We are going to show you the wonderful Germany and all the things that made a person want to visit and know more to this country. Let's start it.
Germany is a Central Europe country that is part of the Europe Union. It is to the north by the North Sea, Denmark and the Baltic Sea, to the east with Poland and the Czech Republic, to the south with Austria, to the southwest with Switzerland, to the west with France, Luxembourg and Belgium, and to the northwest with Netherlands. The physical geography of Germany offers a diverse landscape made up of mountains, rivers, lakes, plateaus, valleys, plains, and a large amount of forests. The northern part of the country extends to the northern lowland plain. The plateaus predominate in the center, while in the south of the country we find high peaks in mountain ranges. Germany is the 8th largest country in Europe, and its capital is Berlin.
Germany was constituted in 1871, when the German Empire was proclaimed under the hegemony of Prussia. After the end of World War I in 1918, the empire was dissolved as Germany was defeated. Emperor William II was forced to abdicate, and after the November Revolution, the empire was succeeded by the Weimar Republic. In the extraordinary elections of July and November of 1932, the German Nationalist Social Workers' Party obtained the majority of the votes. In 1933, under pressure from the NSDAP, President von Hindenburg appointed the leader of NSDAP, Adolf Hitler, as head of government. After Hindenburg's death, the following year the two positions were united and Hitler was also appointed head of state, resulting in Nazi Germany proclaiming itself the Third Reich. Hitler's policy led to the outbreak of World War II in 1939. Germany lost a considerable part of its territory. In 1949, the Federal Republic of Germany was constituted. For its part, the German Democratic Republic would become part of the Warsaw Pact and the Soviet bloc from the beginning. For more than 4 decades, the country was divided between the FRG and the GDR. Berlin, the former imperial capital, was divided into 2 blocks. This Berlin Wall was opened to circulation in 1989, and Germany was reunited in 1990, regaining full sovereignty when it was definitely abolished.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to talk about the Germany gastronomy, but first I'm going to start to talk about the most traditional Germany food. First I'm going to start to talk about the Rind de Roulette. Is a veal leg fillet that need to be braised and fried, and contains pickles, bacon, or onions. You can eat the roulette with red cabbage, salt potatoes, and mashed potatoes. This food is so delicious, and if you are going to Germany, you need to eat it. Germans also like to drink their national beer, like Pilsen, Dunkel, Adbier, Wellbier, and Rauchbier. And finally, I'm going to talk about the Scharwader torte. It's prepared with chocolate, biscuit, and contains liqueur keys and jam, and it's covered with cream, cherry, and chocolate.
Germany has a lot of wonderful places. Here I'm going to show you 3 of the best places you must visit. The ultimate hotel Kai Neuschwanstein, and castle between Ammergau and Altgau, one of the most famous Europe royal castle and inspiration for Walt Disney Castle. Now we are going to the Germany's capital, Berlin, in the greatest museum of Berlin, the Old Museum, constructed in 1830. In the museum exist the royal treasures. Finally, the Berlin Wall. It is not a colorful wall, but behind all the wall shows the history of the divided Germany and the end to the Cold War.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Germany, as every country, has people who have had a great relevance among the current Formula One driver, Sebastian Vettel, has taken the German flag on high with his 4 world titles in this category of motorsports. That's really awesome. In the scientific field, highlights Albert Einstein, who is famous for his great intelligence, and the development of the theory of relativity, as well as others, and revolutionizing science. That's very impressive. Miroslav Klose is the soccer player known for being the player with the most goals in World Cups, with 16 goals, and the highest scorer of the German national team with 71 goals. Wow!
Also, one of the most famous and well-known German of all the times in the political, military and historical sphere was the dictator Adolf Hitler, the man responsible for the detonation of the Second World War, countless deaths, action against humanity, and the leader of all German Nazi forces. In the musical field, we have Ludwig van Beethoven, one of the greatest musicians and composers of classical music, who despite being deaf composed a total of 9 symphonies and several sonatas throughout his life.
Germany is a country with an ancient history that currently has more than 83.5 million residents. So it's not surprised that Germany's culture is one of the richest and most influential in the world. Germany's culture is characterized by its planning. They like to know in advance and detail what they will do at a specific time on a given day. This gives them security in both their personal and professional lives, even in the way they manage a business. Germans do not like surprise or last-minute changes, even if they mean an improvement. They are simply events that break with the planning scheme they value so much. If you decide to visit Germany, it is very likely that the only thing you will find open on a Sunday will be restaurants and cafes. Normal stores are only open on Sundays, when they coincide with the special festivities, and these are rare occurrences. It is a country that is recommendable to visit that is landscape of forests, rivers, mountain ranges and beaches on the North Sea that make for an unforgettable experience. An amazing thing if you plan to go as an exchange student or for school purposes is that university education in Germany is free even for international students.